tactics and intimidating going on right now.
Yeah.
And I have heard that they've been told to stay out of it.
Okay. And that happens.
Yeah, it does.
It happens because we know it happens because we're telling you this is personal. You know, it happened with this project, the Living Wage, with this program, with this movement. It happened with the Living Wage. People see that it's going somewhere. So the first thing, you know, somebody else see them supporting you, then maybe they won't get no grant, or maybe they won't get no funds, or maybe they won't get the backing that they need. So what they do is some people will just stand out. They'll step out. And when they step out, they leave us, you know, dry, but we keep going. And we full speed ahead. And guess what? We know they pulled out. We know it was pressure applied. But that's not our concern. Our concern is keep going full speed ahead. And this is what we've been doing.
Yeah, and I think it would be helpful to maybe just say something to nurses, doctors, whoever that are out there that want to support us but are afraid to speak out, because I kind of got on board a little bit late to this whole project, and I can say that I've talked to a number of people, nurses who wanted to sign cards or did sign cards, but would be, you know, they're just too afraid to speak out. They're afraid of losing their jobs, and Ann made a good point in a conversation we had a while back about the fact that the more vocal you are, it's almost like you're more protected when you're vocal because, you know, they can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you were saying something a little bit about that earlier.
Yeah, it's like you get a lot of people who, well, I want to speak out, but I don't know if I can because I don't want to lose my job. And, you know, we went through that. He lost his job because of it.
That's right.
And I mean, you know, when we first started doing this, I mean, the company that we was working for put a freeze on everything.
That's right.
We said something, and somebody went back and told somebody, then they went back and said something to the company.
That's right.
So the company put a freeze on everything. And at the time, we were only making like $8.25 an hour. So they put a freeze on everything. There was no raises, no nothing, no nothing. And I guess they figured, you know, we was just going to fold up and quit or whatever. But we didn't do that. And the whole thing I can say is when you're doing something like this, you got to stick to your guns. Like she said, you got people that's going to be there that will say, well, I don't know if I should do this, or I don't know how it's going to come to be about. Don't worry about that. Because if you worry about it, then you lose it. You lose everything on the worry. So what you need to do is just get out there and do it. Because once you do it, the first thing these people are going to say, these people ain't playing.
Yeah.
They're not messing around. You know, what can we do to either help them or leave them alone?
Exactly.
So you got to get out there. You can't fall backwards. Because when you start to fall backwards, the first thing people say is, oh, we got them now.
Exactly.
And you can't do that. You got to get out there and get right with it. You got to stay with it all the time, all the way. Like, if somebody walked up to you, Ann, and said, well, you know what? I really don't think you should be doing this because, and then you ask them, well, what are you going to do for me if I quit? Put it on paper. And if they don't want to put it on paper, you know what you tell them? I'll talk to you later because I'm going to a meeting. You know, I mean, you can't quit doing what you're doing. Because the first thing when you quit, the first thing they say is, all right, now this is what we can do to them because now, you know, we're knocking this down, we're knocking this wall down. But if you don't quit and you don't stop, that wall just keeps getting higher and higher. And then it's harder for them to knock that wall down. And then you get more people coming in onto where you are. We, Stanley and I, picket where we worked. And we had on our shirts and everything.
And they saw us.
And they saw us. I mean, we was on television and everything.
They saw us. They drove past. Some waved, some didn't. You know, some said things and some didn't. Some was glad, some wasn't. Some said things secretly. Hey, you're doing a good thing, you know, but I can't get involved. This and that. But this is, we know what people do. So we're telling people out there that don't wanna. They with us and they'll say secretly, yeah, you're doing a good thing. They don't have to worry about getting on the front line. We're already there. We just asking them is when the time comes, you know, to be there. That's all we're saying. Because
Give
we're
us the
going
support.
to be on the front line, but we're telling them if you're gonna be there, if you know, we need you, be there. That's it. So you're not gonna lose your spot, you're not gonna lose your job, it's not because you don't really need to do nothing. We're doing all the work. We're doing all the work. We got to go to the CEO, we're going to him. You ain't got to go there, we're going to him. See, so we're not putting people where we don't want to be put. So we're not doing that. Some people will put people in a place that things that they won't do themselves, but they'll tell somebody else to do it. We ain't doing that. We are going. We're telling y'all just be behind us. We're going to be in the front. We got to go to the CEO. Hey, listen, my friend, let's go. Get this money together. You know, we're going to tell them that. You know, so when they put a freeze on jobs like they did ours, the first thing they did was came and look at us. They wanted to come and see, hey, who's talking about money? Hey, who's asking for money? Let us lay our eyes on these guys. Who's asking for money? That brings people down when you ask for money. When you're about the money, you get a whole bunch of eyebrows raised.
Oh yeah,
I
everybody
know
want,
about that.
Everybody want to know who you are.
That's right.
Everybody want to know your name. They want to know your face. They want to know who you are. When they came and saw that it was Stanley and I, the first thing they said was, well, you know, there's nothing too much we can really do to these guys. You know, they want more money. You want more money to live. It's not like you're taking money and you're putting it in the bank and you're going to go over to Europe and do whatever like the CEOs do. All right, you're trying to get money to live. All right, and if you can't live off of what you're doing, why do it? All right, but it's something that you want to do. It's something that you love.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're going to do it. So therefore, fight for what you want. Keep fighting and don't stop, because if you stop, they got you. And the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your job. But if you're fighting, they can't do nothing to you, because the more you fight, the more they go, well, what can we do to help them to keep this thing, you know, at a minimum straight out? So y'all just keep fighting.
Yeah, we have no intentions of stopping until
Right.
we get this union.
Right, right.
And we're going to continue.
Yeah,
And we've got the backing of over half the hospital.
okay.
So,
And that's good. That's
Good.
good. That's good. So that, right now you're using your bargaining power, okay, to collateral bargaining power to chip away at what you can get. So all they can do is just back up and just, you know, come and try to meet y'all demands, or say, well, you know, listen, maybe, you know, we can meet y'all halfway, whatever, but they just can't isolate y'all. Or they just can't say, you know, that's not going to happen. They can't do that. So, because y'all have the bargaining power. So right now, y'all using it and utilizing it, and that's good.
we're hoping to. And then later next week, starting May 2nd at 10:30, we're having a National Labor Relations Board hearing for unfair labor practices that have been brought against the hospital.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
you have the address for that?
It's at 214 West State Street.
214 West State.
It's open
West
to the
State.
public.
Okay.
Okay.
What time?
10:30 in the morning.
Oh, 10:30. Hey.
We're looking for all the support we can get.
What day is that?
It is a Monday,
Monday.
Oh,
May
yeah.
2nd.
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
That's a Monday. I'm
right
off that Monday. I think
Okay.
I should come
All
down
right.
there.
Matter of fact, you know
I
why?
think we should.
Because we at the Worker Center at that night at 5, so we
Right.
good. So we
Yeah,
good.
we
can,
could go
yeah,
down there
yeah.
and, you know, like if there's anything, you know,
214
you
State
guys
Street,
would
right?
want us
Where
to
we took the
speak
picture.
upon, we could do
Where
that.
we took the picture, right there.
Yes.
Okay, that's beautiful. Oh, I know where that's at. That's right there. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
So we're hoping
10:30.
for excellent outcome for the nurses.
Yeah. And then maybe you can speak, and you know, if they have people, you know, to give a little 3-minute thing, because you know when we go, they give us 3 minutes everywhere we go. So
Yeah.
you know, we make the 3 minutes like it's 20 minutes. You know, that's how much we can say in 3 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
so we've been doing that. The legislator, city hall, everywhere we go, we use 3 minutes. Like it's, you know, we can say a lot in 3 minutes.
We get the point across.
Exactly, in
Right.
3 minutes.
3
Well,
minutes.
we've spoken at the Common Council.
Uh-huh.
We've had some of our colleagues do that, and we've actually gotten signed letters
Right.
showing their support for us,
Okay.
Good.
as well as some assembly people.
Good.
Which has been great.
Good, good.
So we're getting the word out there all over town. I don't know if you've seen them, when people have been putting up yard
Yeah,
signs.
yeah,
in
social media,
support
that's
of
right,
us.
yeah, yeah. And
We're
then
on
social,
Facebook.
social media, everything, that's right. That's how you get it out. That's how you get people aware, because it's always in the media, it's always social media, Facebook, YouTube, it's everywhere, Vimeo, it's everywhere, you know, on these secondary links. Just go there, send them there. This is, you know, upload it. Website, you know, whatever, just launch out, because this is what we need.
Yeah, the community, they need to know what's going on and understand the struggles that we're facing. And,
Exactly.
that, you know, we're doing this for their benefit. We want them to feel safe in their community, that the hospital they go to is the one that they're going to get the best care possible.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what we're fighting for.
Beautiful, that's right, exactly. So y'all are doing a great job, and hey, listen, we are not going to stop you, we're going to promote you, we're going
Thank you.
to step in, you know, and be involved. That's what we're going to do. So we know how for people to struggle and go through continuously, you know, for a living wage, for work,
Yeah.
for union, for things that, you know, to better themselves and to better their family. Listen, this is what we about. This is what this train is about. That's why we tell people, get aboard. It's going express now. You know, there's no stop. You know, you can get on. And this is where we headed.
It's time to get on, right?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, because the more people that come out to this thing on the 2nd, the better it is for all the nurses and everybody that works in the hospital. So show up, because you never can tell when you're going to be sick and they're going to need you, and you're going
right.
to need them. So you need to come out here, show some support, show you know, help these people out, because you know, a living wage is a terrible thing to waste, especially when you ain't getting it. So come out and help them out. I mean, 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I'll be there at 10 o'clock in the morning.
And even as we speak about the living wage, the tax return that was filed for the hospital, the administrators, many of them gained huge bonuses.
Yeah.
Yes.
And huge raises. When we were told there wasn't money in the budget and they don't have enough money to hire new nurses, and they're obviously not paying a living wage, yet they found the money to be able to give themselves wonderful raises
Yeah.
and huge bonuses.
That's right.
So it's
Exactly.
just another example,
That's
much
it,
like
yeah.
big banks,
That's what they're
of how the
doing.
top gets higher
Yep.
and the bottom gets lower.
And
So
what kind
doing
of bonus did y'all get?
We didn't get one that year.
Oh, is that right?
First time in many, many years that we did not get a bonus, but the CEO got a $70,000 plus bonus
See.
on top of a huge
No good.
raise when the hospital itself lost $2.1 million.
We got to have y'all back. We got to have y'all back, because our time is up. We got to have y'all back to come back to finish this up
I'd
next
love
week,
to.
because our time is up tonight. And so this is what happened when you in the discussion. Your time is up, and guess what? Next you know, it's time to go. But we want to continue this next time, and we want to thank Anna, and we want to thank Ananda again. And guess what? We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
You're
us.
welcome. Anytime.
Thank you.
That's how it goes. Just like that. Just like that.
That was